excited.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yes.
Are we good to go?
Yeah, Meredith is good.
Yeah, I'm ready if you're ready.
Okay.
I'm ready if you're ready.
Good to go.
Okay, I am ready.
Okay. You got that
Ready.
gavel?
Okay.
I'm starting the
Go ahead,
recording.
please.
All right. Let me take it off mute. Good evening, everyone. Tonight is the mayor and council meeting for regular session on Wednesday, December 11th, 2024. This meeting is also being conducted telephonically. The dial-in number is 425-436-6365, access code 213563#. The meeting can also be viewed on our Ramsey YouTube channel, which you can find by going to our borough website. Meredith, can we have roll call, please?
Mayor Dillon is not present tonight. Councilwoman Cusick,
Here.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Here.
Councilman Kilman,
Here.
Councilman Popolo,
Here.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Here.
Councilwoman Woods.
Here.
Thank you. Please stand for flag salute. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The New Jersey Open Public Meetings Law was enacted to ensure the right of all citizens to have advance notice of and to attend all meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting the public is discussed or acted upon. In accordance with the provisions of this act, notice of this meeting of the mayor and council was published in the Bergen Record and in the Ridgewood News on Friday, January 19th, 2024. May we have approval of minutes, please?
Council President Kilman, this is Councilwoman Cusick. I motion to receive and approve the minutes from our meeting together on November 25th, 2024.
I'll second that.
Thank you. Are there any comments on the minutes? Not seeing or hearing any. May we have roll call, please, Ms. Bendian?
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Popolo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
May I have a motion to receive the communications, please?
I make a motion to receive the communications on tonight's agenda.
And I second it. Are there any comments on the communications we received? Not seeing or hearing any. May we have roll call, please, Ms. Bendian?
Councilwoman Cusick,
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter,
Yes.
Councilman Kilman,
Yes.
Councilman Popolo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy,
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods.
Yes.
Thank you. At this time, I'd like to make a motion to go out of order for a special presentation.
I'd like to make that motion, Council President, to go out of order for the special presentation.
Thank you.
And I will second that. This is Councilwoman Cusick.
Thank you very much. Roll call, please. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Tonight, we have a special presentation from Professor Justin Wattrell from Bergen Community College and his talented group of students this evening. Professor, the floor is yours.
To the council and members of the community of Ramsey, my students this semester we chose the town of Ramsey for a project entitled "It's Razzling in Ramsey, Be a Tourist in Your Own Town." This presentation was done earlier at Bergen Community College, which was presented to myself by the students, and I will be sending a copy of that along with the PowerPoint to the council after we're finished up. It's Razzling in Ramsey. What razzling means is the razzle-dazzle, the excitement, the involvement, the community that Ramsey is. And my students, we took two walking tours of the town. We took a tour of Finch Park, and we also took a tour of the downtown. And also and with the help of all of you, and say thank you very much, we arranged to have a visit to the old stone house right before the Thanksgiving break, which was a lot of fun for everybody, because kind of all got a class and didn't have to do any homework or anything for that. But it was actually an eye-opener for the students, and it was a nice way to partner with your historical societies, because we have so many different special events and activities. So I would like to present my executive team, President Dimitri and Senior Vice President Kamal. And gentlemen, let's dazzle the council with your presentation of its Roslyn and Ramsey. It's all up to you.
Let's go. Hello, thank you for taking your time and doing this with us. We hope we can impress you, because we've been working on this 3 months, and I'm very excited to present this project and learn a lot about the town, and this town has a lot to offer to residents and the tourists outside of the town as well. So we came up with the game plan, and then we divided teams into historical division, special events division, marketing division, and town division. Each division was responsible for specific events and specific segments of this project, and they will present everything in detail themselves. Now I would like to introduce you to my Senior Vice President, Kamal Malk.
Hello, everybody. So starting off with the historical division and what they were responsible for. So the historical division, they discovered Ramsey's rich history, and they also created a couple of events based off of that history. Some ideas that they threw around were the Mr. Pumpkin Halloween event and a Veterans Day event, as well as a virtual tour of Ramsey. Now the special events division created Mr. Bunny. As you can see, that's the man on the left right there wearing a Easter suit. So they invented him, they created his attire, budgeting for the attire and everything. They also created a strawberry festival along with music plans, decorations, and expenses. The marketing division also created that logo on the left right there, but they also discovered the farmers market and various restaurants in Ramsey. They created a restaurant night event, advertising plan for every event mentioned, and the farmers market, and posters for advertising. The talent division was more focused on the company itself, and they created a floor plan for the office, a wrap-up party, they expanded on our 3 tenants, and also an employee benefits package. So the executive division, which is me and Dimitri, we believe we created the best marketing strategy to bring tourism to Ramsey, New Jersey. We proudly put everything on a website, and we also discovered an office that would have been perfect to be our headquarters, right in the heart of Ramsey. It also has 4.4 stars on Google. I would like to thank everybody for their time, and I'm going to pass it on to Jason, who is the Vice President of the Historical Division.
Nice.
Hello, everyone, and I'd like to start by thanking you again for your time. I'm the Vice President of the Historical Division. We were tasked with looking at the history of Ramsey, combing through it, researching it, and turning it into events not only for the other groups, but we also were tasked with creating events ourselves. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the importance of our division. We researched the history of Ramsey in order to better gauge the town. Learning about the town's history helps us market the town better, and also help us better help our associates market and do their share of the project. And this is just a quick video we put together about the history of Ramsey. Doesn't appear to be sound. Back hundreds of years. No? How did the sound set up?
We don't have this on speakers.
It's playing off the laptop, it's not playing off the...
Let me check.
TV volume.
Sorry about that.
It's on, is it on mute on the setting there?
Settled by a native.
Okay, I guess we'll use the laptop sound if that's okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Ramsey, located in Bergen County, New Jersey, is a small borough with a rich history dating back hundreds of years. Originally settled by a Native American tribe called the Lenape. The first European settlers arrived in the 17th century, largely Dutch and later English colonists. Ramsey's early development was closely tied to the establishment of trade routes and farmland. The old stone house, built around 1740, is one of the oldest landmarks in Ramsey and served as a tavern and stagecoach stop at the time. It played a vital role in the Revolutionary War as a meeting place for local patriots. In the 19th century, Ramsey's growth was accelerated by the construction of the Erie Railroad in 1848. The arrival of the railroad transformed the area from a rural farming community into a transportation hub. Ramsey Station became a key stop between New York City and Western New York, attracting business and new residents to the area. Ramsey also capitalized on the railroad's construction by growing and selling strawberries to sell in New York City. The borough was officially incorporated in 1908 and named after Peter J. Ramsey, the landowner donated the property that would become the railroad station. Today, Ramsey is known for its charming downtown area, excellent schools, and a strong sense of community. Annual events, including the Ramsey Farmers Market and the holiday parades, reflect the borough's ability to change and grow with the world around it. Ramsey, located in Bergen County, New Jersey.
I'll listen to it again, I loved it.
That's great.
Glad.
Well, Red.
There we go. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the Old Stone House because it is the place setting for the events that we put together. So the importance of it is one of the oldest buildings in Jersey. It is a very fine museum with exhibits that we can use for our events. And then we put another little video together about the Old Stone House.
Come to Ramsey and take a trip to the Old Stone House with us. The Old Stone House is an old Dutch house that was once a 300-acre farm. Now, it sits right off of Route 17 in New Jersey. The house was speculated to be built around 1747 by Jan Westervelt. In the late 1700s, the house was used as a tavern. The land was sold off little by little. The last owners of the house were Alfred and Joanne Lang, and they lived in it in 1950 and 1951, where they ran an antique shop. This little museum is full of engaging displays that give us an interesting perspective on American history. On the first floor, you can find the general store exhibit. Would you want to shop here? On the first floor, there are also an armed force display, a kitchen, a dining room, all frozen in time. Let's take a walk upstairs. Here, we can find one display that shows what a classroom would have looked like back then, and another display of the kind of toys kids used to play with during those times. If we go to this barn to the side, we can find the kind of equipment that would have been used on farms like this. It's very different from fancy tractors we see on farms now. There are a lot of cool things to see at the Old Stone House. You should stop by.
That's great.
Who narrated that?
One of my team members, Emily, she couldn't make it, unfortunately.
Okay.
And now we're going to move on to the events. So the first event that we came up with was the Visit from Mr. Pumpkin event. This would be, like our other event, more catered towards children. So we would have things like trunk or treat. We had an idea for a pumpkin pie eating contest as well as a pumpkin painting contest. And then we also have a design for Mr. Pumpkin himself. And then this is a video I put together, kind of more of a kids-friendly tour of the house.
Hello, I am Mr. Pumpkin. It is nice to meet you. Let me take you on a tour of my house. Here we have the dining room where I eat, and the kitchen where my wife and I make food. This is my shop, where I sell pumpkin pie and all the delicious food we make. Upstairs we have my children's room where they play with their toys. Outside is my barn, where I store all of my farming equipment. Between you and me, a lot of this stuff is pretty old. And that's my house. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you had fun.
That's great.
Hello.
And this would just be the layout for the event. We had to kind of make use of the space we have. It's a very limited space, so a lot of it is in the parking lot. We could move it up a little bit if needed, but that was what we came up with. And then this is our other event, the Veterans Day event. We are aware that Ramsey does its own Veterans Day event, so figuring that this could kind of work in tandem with it. We had just an idea, like games like cornhole, and we had a trivia idea. And also, the reason this came about is because the Old Stone House does have a memorial. It has an exhibit, which is a memorial to the end of World War I. And this is the layout we have for the event, again, constraints with the area.
It's a great idea.
And then this is just onto budgeting, so this is what we put together for the budgeting for the costume, which is just based off things you can find on Amazon. And this was the expensing for the events, so just things like food and the setup. And that's everything. I'm gonna turn it over to special events.
So that was the share of the historical team. They did a great job. I love the pumpkin event, Mr. Pumpkin event. Now we will hand it to the special events division, and they will present their part of the project, which is so beautiful.
All right, good evening. I'm the VP of the Special Events Division. My name is Alejandro Reynoso. Alongside me today, well, this evening, I have my team leader, Cheston Perez, and I have one of the team members. Fortunately, the rest couldn't come, but you know, it's fine. I have Sabrina Shafranco. Got it right, got it right. And with that, we had two events to take care of. We had the Strawberry Festival and we had the Mr. Bunny Day. So to begin, we'll start with the Strawberry Festival. As we all know, the strawberries in the town of Ramsey is really important, you know, it's about foundation. So we thought, us and Burgeco thought, why not make it better? Why not make the day even more spectacular, right? So we gotta appreciate the history that we come from, right? We all gotta appreciate it somehow. So like I said, we know that the farmers market does a little event. Doesn't hurt every once in a while to do something a little bigger, right? Show the appreciation you got for the town. So with that being said, we'd like to present to you the Strawberry Festival. As you can see right there, we have the layout. The layout right now is we would have the event located at Finch Park, right? With a, you know, really big open area, might as well use it, right? Have fun with it. We'll have the farmers market located on the left side of the field, going all the way down. And on the right side, we have all of our extra food and drinks that we're gonna apply and, you know, add to the event. Along with that, we have a makeshift stage that we put right in the center, right by home base. And with that, the open area right in the middle, we put tents, tables, so everybody can enjoy their food, dining, you know, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show.
So for entertainment for the Strawberry Festival, we have this band here. We chose this band because we felt like it fit the whole feeling of the festival really well with jazz, classical music, you know, something that everybody can kind of relax to and just hang out to, bond together to. So we chose this band right here, which would cost $600 for the day. So moving on to decorations for the event, I tried to keep everything local with Ramsey, with the florist right here that I chose those really pretty bright flowers. Those we would put on each of the tables, which would cost us about $3,100. I also chose little strawberry confettis to put on each table too, which would be about $48. For the tables themselves, it's $1,100, and then to put tablecloths on all of them, that was $500, which would bring us to a total of $4,800.
So in front of you, you're going to find the flyer with this more closer view. We decided to make a strawberry theme, going with the theme of strawberries. We have different pastries. The prices, you can find them on the menu. Our top 7 that we decided to make were going to be strawberry Danish pastries, cream puffs, turnovers, tarts, strawberry shortcake scones, and then strawberry crunch tres leches, which is what you guys are going to try later if you want to have some. It's at the front located. Everything, we did the pricing, we times it with the amount of estimate from what they told us that we're going to have as guests. We said it was about to be 2,000 people max, so we try to divide it between those 2,000 people. So our total for everything would come out to $4,814. So then, not only why should the kids have fun, we also made a cocktail menu for the adults. Obviously, this would be 21 and over. We made 4 different drinks. There's going to be 3 types of martinis, and then there's going to be a coconut fizz at the end, but they're all strawberry still themed. The same thing with the prices. We estimated the amount of drinks we would need, so the quantity times the price of what it would take to make the drink, and the total came out to $4,205. The type of drink that the alcohol is going to be used for the base, that can be of choice. The day of the, a couple days before the event, we can look at different vendors, and we'll see what would go best. So we decided to put a little twist to it this year. I know that before it's just the regular farmer's market, and this year we decided to make it a little bit fun. We decided to do our Strawberry Bake-Off Wars. It's a new component to the contest. So we decided to make a bake-off. With this being said, there's going to be participants who will fill out the form. The form is like a Google form. They just put the information, first name, last name, and then a brief question regarding what dish they want to enter into the contest. The contest will start around 12:30 during the event. There's going to be 3 winners at the end. Each winner, it'll be based off of 5 categories. So from the 5 categories, they'll be given 1 star. Whoever collects the most stars at the end, that's how they'll be declared as the winner. The prizes, they're kind of small, but you can see them on the flyer. So we're going to have, for first place, it's the biggest prize, they're going to get the chance to be, their dish is going to be featured in the bakery, the local bakery. And then on top of that, they're going to win a $300 cash prize. Second place, they would win, I'm pretty sure it was $300 cash prize. And then third place, it'll be $250 cash prize. So along with just the contest, we also decided to make a raffle as well. So like not only to get the attention of people, like the residents, but as well as people passing by. We're trying to get as much tourism to Ramsey, so we thought that maybe a raffle would be fun. Who doesn't want to participate in a raffle and win some free prizes? So we decided to do 3 categories: the basic, the mega, and then the gold ticket. Each ticket would vary, so a basic starts at $5, the epic is $8, and then the gold ticket is $12. It would be cash only, so if you want to purchase a ticket, you purchase at the front booth at the entrance to the park. Also, there's going to be prizes, like I said, they're going to match with the category. So we have the basic, that's going to range from, I'm pretty sure it was $50 gift card, then it's a $100 gift card, and then it's a $150 gift card. Then we have the mega prizes. The first one will be a 65-inch flat screen TV. Then we have a dinner for 2, so it's going to be paid for. And then if you want strawberry gift baskets, so like strawberry themed. Then for the gold, the max prize would be a KitchenAid mixer. It's going to be like in a gift basket. So on top of the KitchenAid mixer, there's going to be like little glove mittens, like cooking or culinary needs. Then we're going to do a cooking class for 2, paid for already. So then they can take a partner to the cooking class. And then last but not least, we're going to have 2 Broadway tickets to whatever show you want to watch.
And with that, we'd like to introduce the Mr. Bunny visit. So, like we said, we were in charge of 2 events, Strawberry Festival and the Mr. Bunny visit. So the Mr. Bunny visit, we kind of took a different approach. We didn't just want to, throw a big event, because anyone can do that, right? The way we thought about it was, just adding a little more structure to it from the beginning, right? Get a little more engagement, get a little more attraction to it. So as little kids, what did we enjoy doing? We enjoyed reading books, right? We always have that one story that we all enjoyed, love reading, whether it be stories or a television show, anything. We all had that one thing that would attract us, keep us going. We'd read it all over again, read the whole series if we could, right? So here, in this case, we would like to, involve more storytelling into the Mr. Bunny visit. So with the proposal, like I just finished saying, it would be a storytelling. So the kids would be mostly in school, right? Get the kids involved during school. Would have the teachers help along, pass out, daily hints, daily, treasure hunt, something that would get them engaged, right? Give them like a little crossword puzzle to try to figure out and have a clue, right? All inevitably leading to the Mr. Bunny Day, right? Which would reveal the location of the Mr. Bunny Parade that would start at the train station, downtown train station, and work its way up to the front yard of the Ramsey High School. So here, with the layout, the front lawn, when I first saw it, I beat the big, right? So I'm like, we have a lot of space to work with. It was really fun. So we thought, the first thing that popped into my head was the staircase, right? The staircase is beautifully put right in the center. So we thought about it, incorporating it into the actual area of it. So with the staircase, we're gonna put the stage there, right? We're gonna put the stage at the top of the staircase, and in between the stairs, we're gonna put a bunch of lights, we're gonna put speakers, everything that you need to, have it as center stage. And alongside there with open space, one side we dedicated to just carnival activities, bouncy houses, and all that for the little kids, because the kids event. And right there down the street, we put a bunch of food trucks that we're gonna line up right there, bring the tables and all that tents for everybody to enjoy and eat, right? Because you're gonna be there most of the day, so might as well enjoy some food there while you're at it.
Moving on to the music for this event, the band that we chose was called Funiki Jam Music. This band plays a bunch of different types of genres to fit everybody there who would partake in this event: kids pop, rock, funk. They have a package available, which was really good for this event. It fit really well. They would play for the entire event. They would come themselves to the event and also arrive 1 hour before setup. This would cost $700 for the night.
My baby likes to rock, my baby likes to roll. When my baby's rocking, well, she's got a lot of soul when she's rocking, and when she's rolling.
So moving on to the entertainment, like we were saying, it's mainly for kids. So because of that, we have a lot of different types of things that they could enjoy. We have bouncy houses, small Ferris wheels, popcorn machines. We also have cotton candy and then face painting too. The total cost for all of these things would come out to $4,700. Moving on to the decorations for this event, we did something similar that we did for the strawberry one. For these flowers here, it would be about $1,100. I really like these ones because I just like the colors. I thought the colors fit really well. I like the bright yellows. For the confetti, it would be $18. The tables, $1,100, and for the tablecloths, $360.
So for the catering services, like they said earlier, we're gonna have food trucks because it's more convenient rather than something small, quick that you can have on the go. You don't have to worry about making a line somewhere. So we're gonna have a variety. We picked different food trucks. We know that some people have dietary restrictions. So we have a taco truck, we have a gourmet burger truck, a barbecue truck, pizza truck, Mediterranean, Asian fusion, vegan and health, and then there's gonna be for dessert, ice cream truck with like different desserts.
And with that, you have the main attraction, right? Mr. Bunny. Mr. Bunny visit for a reason, right? And I know it looks really, really out there, but that's the fun of it, right? That's the fun of it, right? When we looked at the inspirations to this, first thing that pops in our head was Walt Disney characters, you know, from like the 90s, you know, when they were all coming out in the cartoon versions. Willy Wonka was also someone there, right? And when we were envisioning it, I don't know why, but we envisioned him with a monocle and a cane, walking stick. Oh, it had to be that. So as you can see, the walking stick right there, the monocle's on. And we also went with pastel colors. It's Easter. We're not just gonna go with a bright color. Pastel, you know, for the night, something that matches the theme. So with that, you know, the cost to make the outfit depends on really on the material. So it could vary from $1,300 to $3,000. But like I said, depending on the material. And obviously this would be reused every year. It wouldn't just be buying a new outfit every year. It would be reused. And with that, we have all the budget for all events. We have for the Strawberry Festival and the Mr. Bunny visit. So with the Mr. Bunny visit, we have the layout, the music, entertainment, decorations, food, outfit, and all totaling all to $26,000. Sounds like a lot, but you know, it's a nice little event. For the Strawberry Festival, we have $25,000. That includes everything like I just said: layouts, music, decorations, food, everything for the whole entire day. And with that, we also have a rain budget plan, right? You know, sometimes weather is not always on our side. It's like today, not always on our side. You know, we make the best of it. So with that being said, the Mr. Bunny visit, when we thought about it, we thought we really couldn't really, you know, move into a different location. It was just gonna have to be rescheduled for a different day, following week, however it would be, right? Depending how the weather looks. So the budget will remain the same, that's $26,000. And for the Strawberry Festival, the rain plan would be to move into the high school, gymnasium, because you know it's a little smaller space, but you know, we're gonna do the raffle there, the bake-offs. It's still enough space to procure the rest of the event, and that would come out to a total of $18,000, with the total rain plan budget being at $42,000. So final budgets would be, you know, $52,000 altogether for both events, and the rain plan budget would be $42,000.
As they said, they really had strategy behind everything, and they made the best use of all the resources they had. So now I'd like to hand it to the marketing division, and they will share the project.
How's it going? I'm Eric. I'm the Vice President of the Marketing Division. And this is Luke, Joshua, and Andre. We're going to show you guys our ideas for marketing the town. How's the team? Meet the team. So why should I visit Ramsey? Ramsey's got a good small town feel, tree-lined streets, which not every town has, cozy neighborhoods, and a welcoming atmosphere, beautiful boutique shops, cafes, and restaurants like Cafe Panache, and easy access to the Ramapo Valley Reserve, as well as being Finch Park down the road. It's got great historical sites such as the Old Stone House we talked about, great spot to visit. Excuse me. Offers great dining options, and it's a short train ride from the city, so people can come visit super easily. Most of the goods are locally produced, just like the goods at the farmers market. It's safe, family oriented with plenty of family activities, and there's plenty of shopping centers.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Andre. I was in charge of the restaurant night event. I'm just gonna go over some few details about it first. We plan to have this event in June. It'll be every Saturday in June. Since this is gonna be a walking event, we decided that it should be better if it should be in a warmer climate where people could actually enjoy, not have to worry about wearing a jacket or a sweater or anything. And yeah, it'll be easy to access, as Route 17 is actually not too far from downtown, probably like a 5-minute drive to get there. As you can see, I gave you guys all a little guide, and this is basically what every visitor is going to be getting once they get to the downtown. It has a little run through of all the restaurants that downtown Ramsey has to offer. It has around 30 or so restaurants from all different types of cultures. There's Mexican, there's Asian, I think there's a gyro spot as well. There's like so much different things that I'd be here all day probably trying to explain to you guys all that it is. This is a fresh experience, as I believe something like this hasn't been done in the town, and I think it would be something good that all families around, not only in Ramsey but around Bergen County, come experience, as Ramsey has, as I said, a lot of culture in their food too. As part of the restaurant night, I decided to have 4 different types of bands, as it could capture the diversity that Ramsey has to offer. We have a line dancing group, country music, mariachi band, and we have a saxophonist. In the following videos, you're just going to see a clip of what these bands have to offer. What you're gonna see is the little layout, where my proposal is to have the main street closed down from North Island Street down to a little bit before the railroad. It's about a half-a-mile stretch, and this small area is basically where most of the restaurants are centered, so that way families and visitors and anybody can peacefully walk by and not have to worry about cars, bikes, skateboards, scooters, all that. At the bottom, you can see there's some parking areas. Downtown actually has a lot of parking to offer, so parking should not be a problem for them. In the middle, that's where our strolling musicians are either going to be stationed at, and our kids' entertainment as well, which I forgot to mention. They're going to be stationed there in the middle. They'll be playing music and offering entertainment to all the children that come by.
So next we get the budgeting for the advertising for this night. So for the newspaper advertising, we'll get 1 full page in the suburban newspaper. It goes out once a week. We'll do it for 13 weeks. It's going to cost us $6,727.50. On average, to send out around 50,000 copies per week, so that's really going to help us get that word out there. For the radio, we got the WRNJ. We'll get a 30-second transmission. It's going to cost us around $250 per transmission. We'll do it twice a week for 13 weeks before the event, which will come out to $3,250. And lastly, we got an online digital billboard. It's like a Google pop-up ad, maybe Instagram, Facebook. It's $10 a day for 20 weeks. It'll be $1,400.
Now going back to, this is more so going to be a budget of the overall night. So another form of advertising that we're going to use is a banner that's going to go from 2 lampposts at the beginning of the main street. You know, a lot of people pass by that area, so it would be a good place to have it. That's going to run us about $263.04. On the term of permits, I believe it's going to be more of a permission aspect and not really have to pay for permits, hopefully. The next 4 sections is going to be the entertainment. It's going to be the mariachi band, which is going to be about $2,000. The saxophonist, which is going to be about $1,100. The classic rock band, which is going to be around $1,400, and the country band, which is going to be around $1,800. The kids entertainment is in here. This is just a rough draft of the budget. Obviously it's a restaurant night, so a lot of people are going to be around. There's probably not going to be enough bathrooms around, so we're going to need porta potties. That's going to be about $600. And for volunteers, at the beginning and the ending of the entrance, top and bottom of the street, there's going to be around 2 to 4 people per each entrance, handing out the guides that I gave you guys in front of you. They're basically just going to give them the guides and a small overview of what the night's going to have to offer. And the guides as well. There's going to be around 100.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Joshua. Today I'm going to talk about Ramsey Farmers Market. So, Ramsey Farmers Market is open every Sunday year-round, and it's already ranked first in Bergen County by Pets News, and it's established in 2010. And I think these are the strengths of the Ramsey Farmers Market, because it prioritizes local vendor, and they use sustainable product, eco-friendly product, and it's also a family and pet friendly. And the other strength of Farmers Market, I think, it's really a strategic location. It's located next to the train station, so people can use train from the main line and Bergen County line to get there. And it's also just 5 minutes right from Route 17, so people from across the Bergen County can visit by using the Route 17, and they don't have to worry about the parking, because Ramsey Farmers Market offers a lot of parking. So just like the layout, so in the middle is a Ramsey Farmers Market, and the P sign that you see over there is all the parking that they offer, so you don't have to worry about the parking. Then for the advertising, so I create a poster, and in the middle I put a QR code that goes to the website, so people can access the website. And we also plan to market it to newspaper, radio, and online.
Okay, my name's Luke, and I'll be covering the special events team marketing advertising budget. So we split it into newspaper, radio, and online ads. I believe the newspaper and radio have the most advertising money towards them. Next slide, please. Would you like to cover the historic division?
Historic team's pretty much the same. Newspaper, radio, online, same ads as all the other events. Comes out to $10,080.
Okay, so I was the one that was in charge of creating the Ramsey town song. It's called Ramsey's Heartbeat, and I created it so that it would be easy to remember. I have a lead bass guitar in there, something funky, and some strong drums to back that up. So it's a song that's hopefully gonna keep you guys moving a little bit. Let's just play it.
Welcome to Ramsey, where railroads cross. Small town magic, never lost. From the old stone house to the bustling square, Ramsey's heartbeat is everywhere. Ramsey, Ramsey, where we meet. A small town charm on every street. Ramsey spirit can't be beat. 'Cause in our town, life's so sweet, yeah. Holding light on Market
Street stalls, familiar faces, voices that call. Neighbors gather, stories unfold, sharing laughter, young and old. Hear the whistle as evening settles, train lights glow on old stone walls. Walking these streets feels like home. In Ramsey's heart, there's a warmth that grows. Because welcome to Ramsey, where railroads cross. Small town magic, never lost.
Okay, where's the golden buzzer, guys? Yeah, well, I just started singing September, so considering that's the case. So moving on, we also have a Welcome to Ramsey commercial, and one of my team members created that. Her name's May. So she put together all the footage that I took around the town of Ramsey, and there's just brief information that's in it. We also have the president of the Historical Society that's towards the end of the video, and we have a little interview with him. So yeah, let's just get that up and rolling.
Ramsey.
Ramsey.
Ramsey. Ramsey.
A charming town, located 26 miles north of New York City. With easy access by train at the Ramsey station, located in the heart of town, residents enjoy a convenient commute to the city. The train ride offers stunning views of the surrounding countryside, making the daily commute a relaxing experience. One of the most notable things about Ramsey is the quaint, small downtown area.
From cozy cafes
to great restaurants, this downtown offers salons, great boutique shops, clothing stores, hardware store, and the Ramsey movie theater, which is a 2-screen theater. A lot of people come to Ramsey for the downtown and to visit the farmers market, which is held every Sunday at the train station in the downtown area. Outdoor activities are always within reach at Fish Park. It offers sports fields, a playground, and walking trails.
Finch Park is the perfect spot to relax, enjoy the outdoors, and have fun with the whole family.
A fun historical fact about Ramsey is the old stone house, which was built in the early 1700s. This well-preserved structure, originally a farmhouse, is one of the oldest buildings in the area and provides a glimpse into the region's colonial past. The house stands as a testament to the craftsmanship of the time and offers visitors a unique connection to Ramsey's early history.
There are many more amazing things to explore in Ramsey, NJ, from its charming neighborhoods and scenic parks to its rich history and vibrant community. Whether you're a nature lover, a history seeker, or just looking for a peaceful spot to unwind, Ramsey has something for everyone. So come visit and discover all that this wonderful town has to offer. We are ending it here with a brief interview with the president of the Ramsey Historical Association.
We're here with Daniel Kennedy, and you are the president of the Ramsey Historical Association. That's great. All right. Well, we were here to ask, what makes living in Ramsey so great?
It's a nice town. I moved here as a kid in 1986, so my parents really made that decision for me. But I did have a choice. After I graduated college and got married, I lived in Manhattan and I came back here. I had my first son, because I thought it was a good place to raise children. The school system is very strong, and it's just a nice town. It's got a community feel, has a nice main street. A lot of towns don't have that anymore.
That's true.
And so just growing up here, I knew what it was like, and I thought it'd be a good place to raise my own children. All right, thank you.
So up next, we also have the farmers market, and Joshua interviewed some of the vendors there. And we think that it's really a beautiful thing that we can promote in the town, and I believe it's ranked towards the top of the farmers markets around New Jersey every year, if I'm not mistaken. So let's just play that video.
The farmers market is held every Sunday at the train station, creating a lively community atmosphere. The annual Ramsey Day event brings everyone together with live entertainment, food, vendors, games, and community booths. When you step into the farmers market, you immediately know that the food is local, fresh, and full of flavor. It provides vendors with great opportunities to earn while supporting local farmers who work hard to provide us with fresh, healthy, and locally sourced food that we all enjoy.
What do you enjoy the most about being part of like the Ramsey Farmers Market? Why do you think people should appreciate it?
So, because we're a community of, not using any adjective like preservatives and, chemical base and pollutions, I feel like that's one of the reasons why people usually shop from us, because we're clean, beauty, and also the vendors that sell here as well. So yes, that's what they enjoy the most about my products. When they use it, they usually repurchase the products because they're so clean and healthy for the skin, and it's giving them the natural result that they're looking for, and also helping the environment as well. Yes.
What do you enjoy the most, like being part of the Ramsey Farmers Market?
Yeah, I love being able to talk to people. I love any farmers market, especially Ramsey. It's a great community. All the other vendors are super kind, and it's really nice to get up on a Sunday morning and just be here.
And so here we also have the advertising budget for all the events combined. You can see that the farmers market has the most budget allocated towards it, because we believe that tourists from around Jersey or from around the world even can come to Ramsey and enjoy the beautiful farmers market. So the advertising total would be $88,000, and then that plus what it would actually take to run the restaurant night would be $97,000. And Eric, would you like to
Set it off with a nice quote: Ramsey's the best place to spend your time. That's it.
How are we doing so far? Do we like it? All the events are good? The talent team.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Or evening, day, I don't know. I lost time, tracked time ever since daylight savings took place. All right, so I'm the vice president of the talent team, and just how they ended with a quote, we're going to start with a quote, right? Because we build the future one talent at a time. So to my right, I have Uni. She was my team leader. I know I was the vice president, but to be fair, she's actually the backbone of the entire team. So she deserves more credit than I do. And I know that we don't have the rest of our team here, but I do want to give a quick introduction to them because they did take a lot of time into the overall product that you guys are going to see. So for our overall benefits package, Delicia really took lead. She was phenomenal with it. For the perks of the office, that includes setting up the office, that was Natasha and Kate. They really bounced off each other's energy. And for the holiday wrap-up party, it really was Maya and Julian. They had great attention to detail, and they both know how to party, so I think you guys are in good hands. And then again, yeah, just before we continue with our slides, I do want to give a huge shout out to the overall team, right? We're representing the talent, making sure that everyone here, a part of Brick Echo Park, is satisfied. So it's been an absolute honor to work with all these individuals and those that have not been present today. So starting off, we have three main tenets. The first one is that we have an employee-centered approach, followed on by a positive work environment, and then lastly, commitment to the community. By having an employee-centered approach, that allows us to take our employees and make sure that they are living the best life possible between work and their personal lives, which then will in turn create a positive work environment, which of course will then all have a positive effect on the community impact for Ramsey as a whole. And now for our benefits package. So it's a huge cluster of diagrams. The best way I like to refer this as is if you think of it as a overall road system, where it starts with the overall wellness of the individual, and then it basically trickles down into the impact to the community. So I'm not going to go into it too much in depth, but starting off, we have 6 main categories. The first one being health and wellness. This includes dental, vision, and healthcare, and then it also includes the ability to go and access any of the local gyms within not just Ramsey, but within Bergen County as a whole. That then moves on to positive work-life balance. We understand how difficult balancing work and personal life can be, and we also understand that work isn't everything, right? Having an important personal life is extremely valuable to us. So we definitely took that into priority. Again, moving up, and this kind of ties in with our overall work-life balance, is parental and family care. A lot of things comes up with families and being a parent. I don't have experience with that yet, but I could just imagine seeing my parents. So we want to make sure that whenever those random events come up, whether it's something like a medical appointment or if it's something as simple as a soccer game, that all the employees do have the ability to go and do that. Financial stability is another huge factor. Best way that we decided to go about this is through setting up some type of 401k and then investment options where employees can make sure to set their overall financial goals within all the different guidelines that we've registered for the financial plans. Lastly, sorry, my vision is failing me here. Employee support. So we understand how important it is for the employees to feel satisfied. Again, everything kind of trickles down, like I was saying. This really is more in line with mental health. I understand how important mental health is, and we want to make sure that we do have, again, not only a positive work environment, but the ability for people to go and seek out whatever it is that they need to make sure that they're right. Because if they're right, then that means that their work will be good, personal life, and then therefore, and lastly, the most important, and then lastly, as this trickles down into the overall town of Ramsey, is our community support to make sure that Ramsey is razzling, as we like to say. Next slide. All right, so for the overall office perks, these next couple slides is really just going to be talking about and breaking down all the different expenses, where you kind of look more in the different subcategories from the main 6 categories that we have identified. You go to the next slide. And then again, furthermore, just more of a breakdown for our overall slides, or for our overall budget. All right, for the salary, we really want to have a competitive salary. So not only did we look at Glassdoor and Indeed to understand what the baseline is, we then looked at surrounding towns to make sure that all of our employees have a competitive budget to, again, where they can facilitate their personal needs. And furthermore, we also have generous benefits, as we've previously discussed, and work-life balance. Now, what we identified is that the average salary is about $63,000 to $65,000 per year. So, with us being for 1/4 of the entire year, we divided that into 4, and that's where we got our overall salary for the 3 months for working for Ramsey, which will be demonstrated on the next slide. And again, yeah, as I said, everything's broken down further. You can kind of see how all the different salaries and pay is broken down, and all the different things that us as a team identified. Next slide. All right, so for the office layout, we understood the value of, again, creating a positive work environment, making sure that it's fun. It allows people to have all the different amenities that they need. I know everyone needs their morning coffee. I definitely do. I need my morning, afternoon, evening, and sometimes my midnight coffee. And we wanted to make sure that teamwork is a huge collaboration. So that's why, even though we do have all the different rooms broken out into our separate teams, or all the different teams broken out into separate rooms with break rooms as a whole, and then the president and vice president have their own room, it's an open space where we can, again, collaborate with one another to make sure that us as a whole is aligned with the overall company directives, and then to make sure that we're aligning with the town of Ramsey, whatever you guys want as a whole. Next slide. And then again, this is just the supplies and cost breakdown. Next slide. All right, for the holiday party. So of course, everyone here is invited to our holiday party. We decided to go with the Shannon Rose. It's a fun pub. And if you go to the next slide, for the menu that we've really created, without getting too much into it, we do have multiple different dietary needs that we've identified, whether it's vegan, vegetarian, or just a regular diet for everyone. And then we've broken it up with your mains, soups, salads, starters, and of course drinks as a whole. I'm personally a big fan of salads. I gotta keep my waistline in check sometimes, you know. I get a little excited at parties, and I kind of like to have some fun at the bar, which of course we have, and we have our own DJ. And then if you go to the next slide, you'll see fun little photo booth. 'Cause who doesn't like that? And then again, lastly, for my part, we not only have our holiday party, but we also have a bunch of prizes and some raffle systems, because who doesn't like a good competition, especially at a party. And what we've identified is we have first, second, and third place. First place gets AirPods and a gift card. Second place gets a wine basket and a $50 gift card. And then third place just gets some chocolate boxes, which I'm a huge fan of chocolate, so I might be coming in third place. I don't know about you guys. And is this my slide or is this your slide?
You did mine already.
Oh, did I?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
man. Sorry, I like to talk too much. I'm going to end it right here because, like I said, Uni is the backbone of the entire team. So without further ado, I want to thank everyone for your time, and I'll pass it off to you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Yooni Kang. I'll be doing my presentation in Korean. 벌개 곱하기에서 송년회를 맞아 준비한 저희 할러데이 파티에서는 모든 저희 회사원들을 위해서 이제 선물을 준비했는데요. 아까 앞에서 로버트가 말한 그 선물 외에도 그냥 오신 모든 분들께 이제 드리는 선물이 있습니다. Next slide, please. 그리고 비용에 대해서 이제 브레이크다운 해놓은 건데요. 저희 앞에서 말씀한 그 오피스에 들어가는 비용 외에도 파티에 들어가는 비용만 6,860입니다. 그래서 도합 이번 오피스에 들어가는 비용은 총 22,900이 될 것 같고요. 그리고 자세한 내용은 HR 포털을 통해서 확인할 수 있습니다. 직원 복지, 트레이닝, 그리고 텍스 보고 같은 거에 대한 자세한 사항은 HR을 통해서 확인할 수 있고요. 궁금한 사항 있으면 언제든지 저희 HR에게 연락해 주시기 바랍니다. Yeah. Thanks for your time and attention. That's the end of our presentation. Let's welcome back our President, Dimitri.
Once again, thank you so much for taking your time and listening to our presentation. I hope you liked it. I hope you doesn't. I know it's a lot to take in, but for now, I'll ask our CEO to.
And this is one thing that the team also created for you was a new logo for the community, for your town. Marky, did you want to talk about your logo?
I just took the Ram idea because of the name Ramsey. The railroad running through because it's a railroad, it's a hub. And we had the farmers market stands on the side. The farmers market plays a big role in Ramsey, as well as the trees in the background to showcase easy access to all the great parks and Finch Park. That's about it.
So now that we have presented all our ideas to you all, what questions do you have for the team? What do you think?
Fantastic.
That was great.
So much work, really. I have a couple of questions. Whose idea was it to do the presentations in multiple languages?
It's the company philosophy. The company is a bilingual company. Everything is done in English and Spanish because two of the founders are Spanish speakers. So the philosophy of Burgeco Park is everything is done in English and Spanish. unless a client opts out of it, because as we all know, I realized on another project, that 32% of the population of Bergen County speaks Spanish. And because we also, our presentation in the afternoon was also done in English, Spanish, Arabic, Korean, Indonesian. So it's all our projects, if you ever see any of the projects online, they're all done in multiple languages because it's an international community. Also too, because it's a destination marketing, we're trying to get foreign tourism. As we all know, people go into New York City, they're staying out here in hotels, they need things to do when they're not in New York, so why aren't they dining here? Why aren't they going to your farmer's market? Why aren't they going to your activities? You're a railroad hub and you're right off Route 17 north and south. So transportation, this, the one thing we discovered is that transportation into Ramsey is excellent. So you've got wonderful restaurants, wonderful stores, wonderful parks, and there's so much potential for people to come to visit, which is why we do everything in multiple languages.
Thank you.
Are all of your students, is it one particular major, or are they a collection of different majors?
You all have to explain some. I teach marketing, introduction to business, and management and business communications, but they kind of come from all over, but kind of what is a mixture, everybody, of marketing, general business?
Finance,
business related. I think I'm the only one here that's for everybody. I'm actually English major, English administration. So but like I said, it's fun to know better on each other hand in hand. So welcome.
Now, how long did it take to do this? Remember when you did your initial presentation?
3 months? Yeah, I mean,
initially, the actual work took probably months. So things, videos and preparation and setting up everything together, and putting everything together, preparing for the presentation as well as budgeting took a month. But we'll be talking about the project and how we're gonna do it for more than a month for sure.
So in September, out of the gates, do you go right into this? We're gonna do a project, we're gonna pick a geography.
well, how it was for me was, the first paper they have with me is they have to give me their resume, and I perfect every student. I had to perfect 120 resumes between my 4 classes. And then from there, I had them do a paper on what type of manager do I want to be, to figure out character, to figure out how they would handle themselves in an environment. And I gave them basically my experiences in being in the Macy's Executive Training Program when I got out of college, was dealing with how do you deal with long service people and how do you deal with people who are brand new. So, it's also working with generations, so I asked them those questions as well. Also, to a lot of alumni from my business and Business 101 classes and my marketing classes for this class's Principles of Management. So I kind of knew who I was going to maneuver into certain spots, and Dimitri's also been the vice president of 2 of my projects previously. As a matter of fact, he was the vice president of marketing for, I'm glad I'm in Glen Rock, which the Honorable Christine, was it Maka, is her last name? The mayor of Ramsey, we presented it to her in City Hall this time last year. So you got to see the aspect, if you ever get to ask your counterparts in either Glen Rock, Rutherford, Patterson, or Westwood, we've done similar projects promoting the towns of Bergen County, because let's face reality, we don't have really a tourism board in Bergen County as opposed to some of the other counties or even the state. So it's I kind of take it to the point where I'd like to see how these towns can really adapt to, how do you reach out to tourists all over the world? How do you promote your businesses? How do you, let's face reality, increase the tax base, bring more money into the town, bring people in for your events, bring people into shopping and spend money in Ramsey. It also helps generate income so that you can afford to do other things, fixing roads, improving schools. So bringing that outside tourism base, and also to building on what you have and the successes you have here. And we actually adapted to, when I was talking with the mayor and talking to some of the people when we were doing our walking tours, how to adopt into how the Women's Club does the Strawberry Festival, improving on that and building on it. How to take the Easter egg hunt, been building an event around it, so it's more engaging. We go into the schools, there's actually a parade that starts up. It's more multiple days than just one day. And also promoting the farmers market. The students reached out to all your vendors and talked with them, talked with customers, how to feel. All the students took multiple trips to Ramsey, you know, experiencing the things that are here to try to get the vibe of the town. And we also built that base on what the successes are here and continue to build on it.
That's great.
Wonderful. Thank you.
How many of these do you do in the course of a year? Do you have another one that's already starting underway?
I have 4 right now. We just did Bergenfield this morning. Their communications person for Bergenfield came this morning. We did the Bergenfield Museum, the South Church, which has the historic cemetery. We did a historic cemetery walk, and then we did a Halloween walk as a fundraiser for the church. And then we promoted also the Cooper's Pond Park. So I went to talk with your counterparts over in Bergenfield about a week and a half ago, and I told them about the project. They sent their PR person over this morning to see the project, so we'll be sending them a copy. And now I think he wants now to work with me next semester to try and promote the downtown, which they're trying to renovate. And he said, well, it'd be about a 5-year plan. I said, I could do it in about a month or so.
And your summers are off, you don't have anything going on in the summer?
Well, I'm a blogger for WordPress.com, so I do a travel blog called My Walk in Manhattan, and I also do another travel blog called Visiting a Museum, which the Old Stone House was part of. I was promoting that, as well as all of our projects can be seen at the Briecko Park. You can either Google the company, or under My Walk in Manhattan, you Google, and all the projects pop up. We're right now revamping the corporate website for all 8 years of projects, so that way everybody can see all the commercials and artwork and everything. So I try to feature a town. It was between you and Hillsdale, and then you had the Old Stone House, which I try to promote these small museums because they don't get the attention they do, and they also have fundraising and volunteer issues. And that's the same thing that happened at the Bergenfield Museum this morning, and then we also did the Banking Museum in Paramus, where I promoted three museums this semester to try and push Bergen County tourism, is because, let's face it, you've got a gem there. This could be a viable money-making opportunity for the Historical Society, and also too, there's some great things. I mean, the Halloween event is basically turning the Old Stone House into a fun kind of haunted house type of aspect. And what it does, not only does it bring people and make a fundraiser for you all over the Historical Society, but it also brings people downtown to eat at the restaurants and shop at the stores and maybe spend their money and time here.
Wow.
So I'll distribute the little cakes that were our presentation. That was one of the items from the menu. It's the
Oh, wow,
one
you're so,
at the bottom.
you're too kind.
So
So each one of you gets to taste something from the Strawberry Festival. This is a promotion. All of you get a little sample of.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
Can I ask who put together downtown Ramsey's restaurant night?
Thank you so much. And your pink jacket was not lost on me.
This is great. Did you actually contact each restaurant and find out what their popular dishes were?
Oh, thank you. This is wonderful. Thank you.
You got one, yeah?
But yeah, most of the information on those restaurants is just public opinion, and I feel like that's what the event's all about.
Do you have another one, please?
Yeah, I think this is great. Thank you for doing this.
Okay, so some of you visiting your parents want to see one home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. It's nice.
We have a token of our appreciation for you. Everybody needs a lanyard, right? Now you have a memory from
But
your
yeah, the
time with
event
us.
is supposed to be something about public, so we want the public's opinion to be and the popular dishes.
Well, I actually
Sure.
delivered
I'm not taking this
an
from you, am I?
informational guide on the restaurants in Ramsey, so you get an idea of what is cafe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What kind of food do they serve
my
there?
father around the area.
Are there, so that's a little sample of some of the things that Cheston did for all of you. These are some of the samples of the baked products of the competition for the Strawberry Festival to build upon what your women's club does, but also become more of a town activity where it's not taking away from their event, it's building on the success that the ladies have had.
Yeah. Did you say Macy's executive training?
Yeah.
I was part of that also. Years
Really?
ago. Yes, it was it was phenomenal.
Yeah. I was the part of the training program, April 1988.
You know, maybe, I don't know.
You weren't born yet.
Wait. Ah, you're the best. No, I was 87. I did August of 87.
Yeah, I was April of '88. I went up to the New Haven store after I trained in Parkchester.
Okay, I was in Newark, which was the
Oh, you were part of the Bambergers training.
the Bambergers training, but it had just switched over to Macy's.
Yeah, because you just were part of when we converted over from BAMS to Macy's.
Yes.
That was an old, I worked for BAMS for 2 years myself.
Oh, cool. So I was in the control division. I didn't go into buying. I went into control. So yeah.
I
It
was
was,
juniors clothing, hard goods, and I was an assistant buyer doing the buyer's job of sheeping rugs until Federated took over and basically went.
Yeah.
Let me just take a break. We're on the record, so I just want to stop it for the moment. We'll take a break, and then we'll keep talking a little bit, and then we'll continue our meeting after.
Well, I just really wanted to say, because I've got to get the students and the parents going, because it's like really bad out there. But I wanted to say thank you all so much for all the support. Please let the mayor know that we appreciate all her support, all of your support. I hope you enjoy. We will give everything a copy of it. And so basically, folks, we just handed you a $100,000 marketing project for free.
Well, thank
That's a nice
you.
partnership.
Thank you.
And no contact from you for videos and stuff? Okay, terrific. Thank you so much.
thank
Kudos
you.
to you.
You guys, amazing.
We'll take a 2-minute break, and then we'll continue our meeting.
Pausing.
Yep.
I can't pause, I'm gonna have to plug into.
Okay, so we'll just.
It's been like
I
calling
love
my
the logo. I love the logo. I love all of it.
I love that. I told them I was going to copy all that.
Yeah.
It makes it easy for the first. No, help yourself. Take those.
Who gets to be Mr. Bunny? That's what I want to understand. Senor, you do.
Mr.
Senor
Bunny.
Conejito. That's awesome. That's really great. So impressive.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Smart.
Yeah, smart. We can give one to Dan.
Sorry about that. I had 7 years ago.
Oh, okay. I was, forget, I was only there a couple of years and then I went over to work too. I was a bunch of.
Appreciate it. Made the video.
I know.
So sad. So it's so nice to meet you.
Professor Luttrell, this was excellent. Thank you. And thank you for what you do for these students.
Yeah,
I mean, you're
it's very
definitely
impressive.
someone who, man, if I had more teachers like you, it'd be so great.
Dan,
I turn them into Gen X.
take one.
Yeah.
How many students is just like this that I didn't share?
No, they were very impressive, really.
The whole presentation was wrestling professional. I see IBM serving 19.
They did great.
That's right.
Because let's face reality, they're going to be dealing with
Yes.
Turn them into Gen X's.
There you go. I got a little bit of a kick.
Inviting their parents too, it's such a great thing.
I got a kick out of
What day is it?
the employee centered company though.
It's 11. Wait, 11? 12. Oh,
Yeah,
12.
Yeah.
Central around the family and better that people can come to work and know that their kids are there. So
Yeah.
all these kids are sleeping.
Oh, that's beautifully together.
They all kind of
that was very much like the Maslow hierarchy of community performance, so I loved it. I love that, so thank you, Professor.
They got Ken.
We did.
Oh, we did?
Are you kidding me? I took so much notes. Yeah. I had.
One of them. There's two boys.
Okay.
Have a good week.
Nice work, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Great
guys.
job, guys.
Have a good one. Happy holidays.
And all,
Thank you.
folks, all of these ideas that can be adopted, I know they sound expensive, but they can all be adopted much cheaper.
No, they actually really did open my eyes to some great ideas that we could do. Especially to
I
help
can't
you
wait
know,
to
so-
replay this presentation.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful.
Have a good night. Safe
Thank
travels.
you. You too.
Safe travels.
Good night, thank you again.
Oh, Meredith, you know, I could help you with that.
I got it. And this, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, take. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank
Thank you.
you. Oh my gosh. Wonderful
You
holidays.
too.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll post everything on the website. I'll send the link, and it will be easier to access everything on the website.
Terrific.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank you.
all the presentations will be there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks.
inviting us, and
Yeah, good luck in your careers.
Yes,
Just
good
thank
luck.
you.
Wow. Are you guys seniors? Are you mostly seniors? Are you seniors? Are you? What year are you?
We're graduating. Yeah.
Oh, you're graduating.
For me, this is my last semester. For some of my counterparts, it's the first semester, second, third. So it really depends.
All right, good
For
luck.
me, it's my last
Congratulations.
semester. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right.
Thank you.
Be careful out there.
Take us back in, Peter. When you're ready.
Okay?
It is.
All right.
If it's not going.
Do you have to do that? Yes.
Are we good?
Yes.
Okay. May we have a motion to go back into order?
I'll make a motion to go back into order.
And,
Councilwoman Cusick, I second.
okay. We're gonna do another roll call again, just to make sure we're all here.
Okay. Councilwoman Cusick.
Here.
Councilman Gottwetter.
Here.
Councilman Kilman.
Here.
Councilman Popolo.
Here.
Councilwoman Poppy.
Here.
Councilwoman Woods.
Here.
Thanks very much. It's time now for public comment. Anyone wishing to address the governing body, please give your name, spelling the last name and address. Please speak in an audible tone and address your comments to the chair. There'll be a 5-minute time limit per speaker, unless reduced because of the volume of business on the agenda. Please note, public comment is your time. Out of respect and fairness to all, there will be no interruptions or questions answering during your time. No time will be ceded to anyone else, and no time will be saved for later use. Any responses may be given during the governing body's comments later in the meeting or as directed by the chair. The borough clerk is the official timekeeper. Not seeing anyone in the audience, is there anyone on the phone who has public comments? All right, second call for public comment. Not hearing anyone one last time. Third call for public comment. Not hearing anyone, we will close public comment and we will move on to the final consideration of ordinances. Councilwoman Jane?
Woods. Thank you.
Do you have that in front of you? Don't
Yes, I
Okay.
do. Thank you, Council President. Hang on, let's
Do you have it? Oh, you have the big one.
I have it here.
Yeah.
Okay, ordinance number 14-2024, an ordinance amending Chapter 7 of the Code of the Borough of Ramsey, Bergen County, New Jersey, and more specifically, Section 7-14 thereof entitled Parking Prohibited During Certain Hours on Certain Streets. Be it, am I supposed to read?
Yeah.
On the other side?
Sorry.
Is that the right one?
Am I
On the
reading
other
the right one?
side?
Oh,
Two sides?
oh my gosh, the two sides.
All right.
Okay, sorry.
No worries.
Having been brought up for public hearing and all persons interested having been given an opportunity to be heard, pass final reading by title, and that said ordinance be adopted as an ordinance of the Borough of Ramsey. And be it further resolved that the Borough Clerk be and she hereby is directed to cause a copy of the title of said ordinance to be published in an official newspaper of the Borough in the manner provided by law, together with the notice of the date of introduction and adoption of said ordinance.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
And do you have any further comment on this particular ordinance?
Yes, thank you, Council President. I would just like to mention that this is an ordinance amending Chapter 7 of the Borough Code specifically regarding parking on Madison Avenue. The Ramsey Police Traffic Division conducted a review of the parking situation on Madison Avenue around Tisdale School. The recommendation from that review submitted by Sergeant Canonico was to restrict parking on Madison to only the south side of the street during specific times. This ordinance does not allow parking on the north side of Madison Avenue between Island, Park Avenue, and Franklin Turnpike between the hours of 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. during days that school is in session. The Traffic Bureau has received several complaints regarding this situation, which also becomes an even greater safety concern in the fall and winter with leaves and snow piles that further constrict the area.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Since this is final consideration of the ordinance, I open up the floor for comments or for your input for a public hearing. Since no one is in the room here with us, anyone on the phone, any comment on this final consideration of ordinance? Second call. Third call for comment and input on the final consideration of ordinance 14-2024. Not hearing any, we close it, and we have roll call, please, for this ordinance.
Councilwoman Cusick?
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter?
Yes.
Councilman Kilman?
Yes.
Councilman Popolo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods?
Yes.
Thank you very much. We move on now to consent resolutions. Councilman Mike Gutwetter, please.
Thank you, Council President Kilman. Be it resolved that resolutions 228, 2024 through and including 235, 2024, having been considered by the governing body of the Borough of Ramsey, be and are hereby passed and approved. We have a couple of special permit requests this evening. St. Paul Church is requesting permission to lead a procession for Our Lady of Guadalupe on December 14, 2024 from Ramsey High School to St. Paul Church from 5 to 7 p.m. And L'Art della Pastaceria is requesting permission to hold a La Befana cultural event on the sidewalk in front of the bakery on January 5th, 2025 from 1:30 to 2:30 in the afternoon. There are no block party requests this evening.
Thank you very much. Do we have a second?
I'll second that.
Roll call, please.
Councilwoman Cusick?
Yes.
Councilman Gutwetter?
Yes.
Councilman Kilman?
Yes.
Councilman Popolo?
Yes.
Councilwoman Poppy?
Yes.
Councilwoman Woods?
Yes.
Thank you. We now move into the committee and liaison reports. Once again, Finance Administration, I turn it over to Michael Gutwetter.
Thank you again, Council President Kilman. First off, I would just like to acknowledge that we certainly were razzled tonight, the presentation of Razzling in Ramsey. We were all tourists in our own town. It was a tremendous presentation, and I thank all those involved from Bergen Community College. It was very enjoyable. Okay, I'd also like to acknowledge and thank all the volunteers and emergency service organizations for all their efforts for the Home for the Holidays parade and events this past Saturday evening. And I wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday season. For my report on the library board, in November, the library held various events and activities, including Thanksgiving pie making, Fun Fridays after-school activities, a tween zone, Sunday concerts, macrame and crochet classes, and musical munchkins. The teen manga collection has grown and is very popular. I did research what this manga, and I found that they are graphic novels like comic books that originated in Japan and Korea. Is that correct? Well, you have-
I think
you
it's
have-
manga. But
Manga?
Yeah.
Mango?
Yeah, it's not my
Manga.
kid's strict
Not
though.
your- No, I thought maybe your kid might have some knowledge of this. Okay. The 3D printer and poster printing service have gotten a lot of use. The recently installed HVAC system has run into some issues that the library director is working on with the vendors. Members of the Ridgewood Symphony Orchestra will be performing at the Ramsey Library on Sunday, December 15th at 2 p.m. as part of their monthly Sunday afternoon concert series. And this series is sponsored by the Friends of the Ramsey Library. And the library board was presented with a 2025 budget proposal at the December meeting held this past Monday evening. For the Recreation Commission, the winter sports registrations are open. Registration until December 15th for basketball in grades 4 through 8. Wrestling grades K through 8 and a new K through 3 basketball clinic has a lot of interest, and registration numbers are up for all winter sports from prior years. The Rec Commission has ordered banners and signs to advertise recreation sports sign-ups to be posted in similar locations as the Ramsey Run banner, the tennis courts, Franklin Turnpike, Finch Park, and Farmers Market. I have seen them around town in various locations. The Rec Commission will start utilizing Team Snap for team management and scheduling to avoid conflict with pool accounts. The Ramsey Farmers Market from this month in December into this next through April of next year, market's hours are from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and there are usually around 50 dedicated farmers and food purveyors each and every Sunday, maybe slightly less if the weather does not cooperate. That's my report for this evening.
Thank you, Councilman. Public safety is my report. First, I would like to say thank you to Professor Justin Wattrell and his outstanding group of students for the wonderful presentation they did on our great Borough of Ramsey. It was inspiring and gave us a lot of ideas to consider going forward when we ourselves look to promote our wonderful community. In regards to the new Ramsey Emergency Services Complex, when the detailed design development drawings and corresponding bid documents are finalized, they will go out for public advertisement in accordance to the New Jersey Local Public Contracts Law. Currently, we don't expect this Ramsey Emergency Service Complex project to go out for bid until the first quarter of 2025. Any bids will be reviewed from a technical and legal perspective by borough professionals and representatives from the Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department, Ramsey Rescue Squad, and the Ramsey Office of Emergency Management. At that point in time, the borough will decide whether to move forward with the project as currently envisioned earlier in the year. However, if the overall costs exceed planned estimates from bids received, we will reassess the plan, design and size, and functionality predicted on current reasonable cost assessments. And to finish my report, I wish everyone a safe and happy and healthy holiday season. Thank you. Move on to our next report on building, planning, and zoning. Councilwoman Jane Woods.
Thank you, Council President Kilman. What an impressive presentation by the Bergreco Park group on its razzling to be in Ramsey. Just thank you. It was wonderful. Many thanks to the Ramsey Volunteer Fire Department for hosting the Home for the Holidays parade and event. It was beautifully done and so well attended. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. We brought friends with us and they were amazed at our community spirit. I also had the pleasure of contributing to the Woodland Senior Center holiday party through the Unico organization, and I'm just so proud of the work our volunteers do in this town. I would like to also mention that I'm sad to see Sherry Richards retire, but I wish her the very best, and she will be missed, but we love her. And lastly, I just would like to wish the mayor, my fellow council members, the borough employees, and their families a very Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and a blessed holiday season and New Year. The Design Review Board will be meeting Tuesday, December 17th, if we have any applications. The Senior Trustee Board held their holiday luncheon on December 3rd at Biagio's. It was a great turnout and a really great event. And they hold their board meeting tomorrow. And the Zoning Board of Adjustment will be meeting on December 18th, and there are 2 public hearings scheduled. And that is all I have, Council President.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Utilities, Buildings, and Grounds, Councilwoman Judy Cusick.
Thank you, Council President Kilman. Congratulations to Sherry Richards for her upcoming retirement. And I welcome Aiden Brewer as a probationary police officer. I thank you, Bergen Community College and Professor Wettrell. That was a wonderful presentation. I'm so happy Ramsey is my home for the holidays and beyond. Thank you to the Ramsey Fire Department and to everyone. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. Whatever holiday you celebrate, I wish you joy. Our planning board met on December 3rd, and there was one hearing for a medical building, a parking waiver or a parking consideration, and the proposals were approved. The next meeting is scheduled for the 17th of December. The Shade Tree Commission met on the 21st of November. The December meeting is canceled. The Ramsey Board of Public Works last met on the 18th of November, and our next meeting together is this coming Monday, the 16th December. Per and polyfluorinated substances, PFAS, are a group of chemicals used to make fluoropolymer coatings and products that resist heat, oil, stains, grease, and water. There are United States Environmental Protection Agency PFAS water quality limits which impact our Ramsey water supply. H2M, our architectural and engineering firm, is working with the Ramsey Water Department regarding treatment approaches. The lead service line replacement, the Board of Public Works continues planning regarding the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection's lead service line replacement legislation. This project requires that all lead service lines served by the water system be replaced by the year 2031. The Ramsey leaf removal continues. Please note that the team is in their second round of removals for the Northeast route and the Midwest route. For residents of Ramsey, leaves can also be taken to the Ramsey Recycling Center. Council President Kilman, that is my
Thank you.
contribution this evening.
Thank you, Councilwoman Judy Cusick. Public and Governmental Relations, Councilwoman Sarah Fisher-Poppy.
Thank you, Council President Gilman. First, I would like to wish Sherry Richards my best in her retirement. I've worked with her for many years preceding my time on council, and I would like to just say that she is one of the people who make the work our volunteers and council members do easier and more pleasurable. There is no doubt in my mind that she will be missed by many, and I wish her nothing but the best in her next chapter in her life. Thank you to the team presenting Razzling and Ramsey to be a tourist in your own town. It was a fantastic presentation filled with wonderful ideas based on our existing events and infrastructure, and I really appreciate the work they put into it. I'd also like to thank the Ramsey Fire Department and the Ramsey Chamber of Commerce, parade participants, and everyone else who is involved in supporting. Every time. We need to call them. I'd like to thank everyone involved in supporting the success we saw at home for the holidays on Saturday. It was predicted to be a cold night, but that did not dissuade people from participating. The parade was absolutely fabulous, and the joy of watching it pass by seemed to linger on for ages. This is one of the events we cite when we point out how wonderful it is to be a part of this community. For my council report, I do not have much to add for our organizations, as the meetings and planning have been light, but the Ramsey Municipal Alliance will meet this Monday at the 16th at 7 p.m. as opposed to 7:30. Their meeting will be a bit shorter as their members will be gathering for the holidays. They are planning to hold a stigma-free subcommittee meeting again in the new year. Anyone interested in participating is encouraged to contact them. As a reminder, the Pool Commission will meet next on the 15th of January at Borough Hall. Happy holidays to my colleagues on the mayor and council and those who worked so hard for us throughout the borough as employees and volunteers. The value of your contributions cannot be measured, and I hope that you enjoy some time off this season. I'd also like to wish a wonderful holiday to our residents. Whether you're staying in town or traveling afar, I wish you a safe and joyous holiday season and a Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Pop. Oh, you finished? I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I just meant to, didn't want to cut you off. Health, Education, and Social Services. Councilman Glenn Popolo.
Thank you, Council President Kilman. Congratulations to Sherry Richard on her retirement. Thank you to Bergen Community College for the presentation. It was well done. And thank you to all the volunteers, businesses, residents, emergency services, for the Home for the Holidays parade. The event just continues to get bigger and bigger each year, with the masses of people, so just well done. For my committees, I'll start off with Right. We completed an art night, which had 20 participants at the community center, and they completed a holiday picture. Next up will be the Rife basketball, which will begin the second Saturday in January, which will be the 11th. That'll be at Dater School at 3 p.m. Environmental Commission did not have a meeting in December. Our next meeting will be in January. And the Board of Education, our next meeting will be December 17th. And again, wishing all of you a safe and happy holiday season.
Thank you. Did anyone receive anything from Mayor Dillon? No? Thank you. I'm sure that she would wish all of us, of the community, again, a very safe and healthy and happy environment. Yes. And now, Borough Administrator, Mr. Bruce Bozay.
Thank you, Council President Kilman. Comment on a couple of the resolutions on tonight's agenda. Resolution 230 is the appropriation transfer number 2. It's a budget transfer, simply reallocating funding between line items in the 2024 budget. It does not have any tax impact. It just shifts funds from lines that are underspent to other lines where actual expenses may exceed what was originally anticipated at the beginning of the year. Therefore, we've made these offsetting adjustments to other discretionary line items to mitigate the increases and remain with a net neutral budget. Resolution 231 is non-union salaries for 2025. All 6 of the borough's multi-year union contracts remain in place, with 5 expiring at the end of 2025 and 1 at the end of 2026. These all have annual 2% increases exclusive of employees on a step guide. This resolution approves 2025 salaries for the 6 full-time non-union employees detailed, with similar 22% increases for 2025. In addition, it authorizes 2% increases for part-time non-union employees as noted in the resolution, and increases the hourly rates for part-time Department of Public Works employees to those noted in the resolution to coincide with increases in the New Jersey minimum wage change effective for 2025, as well as competitive hourly rates for specific tasks of leaf removal and snow removal. Resolution 232 is the retirement of Deputy Clerk Richards effective March 1st. This is a bittersweet resolution. Sherry Richards is our Deputy Borough Clerk, has been with the borough for 21 years. She served as an outstanding representative for Ramsey, leaving a positive impression as one of the first faces or voices that residents see or hear when they're conducting borough business. Also, she's been an asset working hand in hand with Meredith in the clerk's office. We will truly miss her, but we're happy for her and her husband Steve as they transition to retirement and get to enjoy life beyond the office. Resolution 233, supporting an amendment of the Fair Housing Act that's been proposed by the New Jersey Institute of Local Government Attorneys. This resolution and the proposed amendment seeks to amend the Fair Housing Act methodology for calculation of affordable housing obligations in municipalities. The borough supports this with the goal to create a system that will have realistic establishments of needs and objectives for housing. This realistic approach can then actually be met by municipalities and put into place the needed housing without imposing community overdevelopment. And I would also just comment on Resolution 234, which is confirming the appointment of Aiden Brewer as a new probationary police officer with the Ramsey Police Department. The Ramsey Police Department conducted a hiring process for new officers. Potential candidates went through the process starting with testing and an interview process with the police department. Candidates were then narrowed down to finalists referred to the Mayor and Council Public Safety Committee for another interview process for consideration. Aiden Brewer was the recommended candidate for hire after this final process, and the resolution appoints him as a probationary officer. Aiden will enter the Police Academy training class in January of 2025. And that would conclude my comments.
Thank you, Mr. Bozay. Counselor, any comments?
I'd just like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas.
And our borough clerk,
Yes, thank you.
Ms. Bendian. Do you, oh, she wants it, yes.
No,
Did you-
okay.
No?
I am. I am especially sorry to see Sherry go, but after 21 years, she's going to enjoy her retirement with her husband Steve. And not only is Sherry my deputy clerk, but my friend. So I will miss her greatly.
Thank you very much. We don't have any introduction of ordinances. Do we have any unfinished business? We don't have any new business. So before we adjourn, we are going to adjourn to the Sine Die on Monday, January 6, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. with the reorganization meeting to follow at 7 p.m. We have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much, everyone.
8:51.